Welcome back. Yes, we are here again for another meeting. We're here to discuss the Disney little drop that they had for their investors. They were just going to let them know the slate for the next year, even though they have no idea how they're going to do it, I'm sure, because of this whole COVID crap that they'd had to deal with this year. So before I get into all that, let me jump into the chat real quick and just see who's here to begin with. I got Chubby Teddy's in the house. He says, this is going to be good. I hope so. I just got here. But it's good that you're here, and I appreciate you. Got to live Zeeverfett keeping his opinion concrete. That's right. Or concentrate. Yeah, concentrate, not potent. That's right. Yes, concentrate. See, I don't even drink juices if they're from concentrate. I'm like, hell no. Give me it from the pulp. Canch here. She says, love from India. Good. How are you doing? I did see she said this. Good news. Zeeverfett BVS is available in IMAX. Once I get my IMAX screen working, I'll be able to watch it in there. That'd be awesome. Jacob Luda says, Ayo. Truth says, did it suck? Yes. That was a quick stream. Well, we'll get into that. That's one way of looking at it. Yeah, McLovin, I'm glad that you're here. Yes, Fatal J is awesome. I haven't heard from him this week, so I know he's doing stuff. But yeah, let me shoot him a link just in case. But hey, how's everybody doing out there? Just wanted to jump on real quick because I saw the broadcast and everything, and I listened to it while I was at work. But of course, I didn't jump on any streams, so I was like, "There's really nobody to talk to about it. Why don't I just jump on a stream myself and sort of not vent, but just sort of clear the air? How I feel about these things." First of all, I'd love to thank my Patreon subscribers. You guys are fantastic. I love each and every one of you for jumping on there and helping me out that way. Also, for the people who have been buying T-shirts, I see that when these shirts get sold, I get a little message. Yeah, I mean it is the last stretch of the holiday season, I believe. If you order your shirts still, you can still get them before the 25th if that is your target mark for getting these shirts. There's also the other shirts that are available as well. I just had a couple of them. The last image was for the holiday, or not holiday shirts. That was for actually two of them are holiday shirts. One is two are Orange Lantern. The one on top is Greed, Avarice, and Glutton, and then the one below it is the Orange Lantern symbol surrounded by Season's Greetings, which is very popular. Also, next weekend, I'm going to be doing a watch party on Twitch for the Wonder Woman movie, getting us ready to jump into the Wonder Woman movie that's going to be popping in theaters as well as HBO Max on the 25th of this month. So yeah, and I do have to clear the air a little bit. I got it ready. I do have to clear the air a little bit because yes, Nicotina gave me a call while I was at work. And told me that the world premiere event, virtual world premiere event, was going to be debuting on the 15th, and that it was the movie that was going to be aired, and not some red carpet event. And I saw the graphic. I was on the phone with him. I didn't have a lot of time to look into it. I saw the graphic. It didn't say anything about red carpet event or just some ancillary thing or whatever that didn't have anything to do with anything. So the way I read it is the way that he presented it to me. So I was like, wow, if that is true, that sucks because I already bought my tickets. For them to release that during the week didn't make any sense to me. And for them to have one showing, to begin with, that didn't make any sense to me. It kind of sucked. So that sucked, or the thought of that sucked way worse, in my opinion, than anything that Disney did. Thank you, Nicotina. Chubby Teddy is having a laugh. That Nova Joe, how are you doing? Man, the great takes are coming. They're great. The great takes are a coming. What kind of guitar do I have? It's an acoustic. It's an acoustic guitar. Yes. Hey, what's up, Mr. Purchased Fiddle? You would probably recognize the type of guitar that is. It's just a Fender acoustic. It's a 6-string. So, let's see. What should we have to say? The MCU presentation felt cringy, like high school prep rally gym auditorium during homecoming. Zero interest. Now, I have to preface that I didn't watch the presentation because I didn't care. The only thing I saw were the graphics, and I'll pull those up here in just a second. The only thing I saw was this and this. And so, and I did see them in articles as far as like, little synopsis and whatnot. So I did get a little bit of it. I think I was on with Nicotina. We were talking about it. But yeah, no, it was, I get it. I get it. Now I'll go through each and every one of those as far as like hype level for me or whatnot. But, let me see. I did think that, that them putting that out there, I don't know, they've done that kind of thing before. It's like overall good for them. I hope it works out. But I mean, for Star Wars, I am still a little jaded. I do like the Mandalorian series. It is kind of growing on me a little bit more this season than last. And yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful that they can do something positive, continue that good momentum that they have. But with some of these projects, I'm just like, no, that's complete opposite direction, in my opinion, of the way that they should handle things. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and jump into, let's do Marvel. Marvel's kind of easy. So Fantastic Four. And guys, don't forget to hit the like button. I say it every time. I know every streamer says it every time, but it really does help sort of promote the awareness of like, the shows going on and whatever. So I would appreciate that. That's awesome. So anyway, number one, Fantastic Four. We've had 2 different Fantastic Four films. The first one I liked with Ian playing, Stretch Armstrong, Mr. Fantastic. You had Captain America playing, the Human Torch. You had Alba playing the Invisible Woman, and then you had I forget the guy's name playing the Thing, and then you had the rebooted version, which brought the same characters back, but just sort of like changed it up a little bit. And that one I think it was directed by Josh Trank, and that wasn't a very good movie. It had the guy that plays Raphael was the Thing. And then the rest of the cast is very forgettable to me. I don't recall who else was in. The nerd with the weird looking nose. He was in that. I forget his name. But he was Mr. Fantastic. He was a kid. Anyway, I didn't like the movie. I didn't care. Even the Doctor Doom was kind of weird. They just haven't done it right. Can Disney, Marvel do it right? I don't know. I'd have to see something. Because I mean, again, it's just like all they do is they show you, boom, look at these pretty titles. Like, big deal. Who cares? Show me something different. Some of the things that they did, was a little bit different. I mean, show me something to get me excited. The whole Patty Jenkins thing with the Star Wars stuff, that was nice of her to do. And you could tell that she kind of didn't feel very comfortable in front of the camera. Because she did sort of mess up, and I'm sure she was like, that take is good enough when she was taking off her skates and putting on her little, helmet. But yeah, I mean, you could tell that wasn't her forte. She wasn't used to doing stuff like that. But I mean, the same thing with like, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, like, ooh, like, I don't care. It's like, so what? It doesn't matter. I mean, look at all these awesome things, but think about this. This is their new slate, but you still have, Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. Like, where the hell is that? You still have the Scarlet Witch thing that they're still trying to promote and get people to care about. I mean, you still have all the Winter Soldier. They had a trailer. It looked decent. It wasn't enough. I mean, I'm glad it's like a made for TV kind of thing for Marvel, because I don't think I'd go to the movies to see that. I don't know. I just, Marvel is just sort of like, what is it now? Post, Thanos, what is it? What are we doing here? Or are we rebooting again with new characters instead of like a Marvel reboot where they would just reboot Iron Man and Captain America and all that? They're just giving us new characters and saying, hey, there's a new threat at the end of this, and we'll have them all come together at the end for new Avengers movies, but different lineup of Avengers. I don't know. I mean, it's there's no clear plan or whatever because we haven't seen anything yet. So it's still like, we're still post Endgame where it's like, who cares? What are they doing to like have you give a shit? Nothing, in my opinion. I don't care. It's not, that's not enough for me to like, get out and go to the movies and see it or subscribe to Disney. Because I'll tell you what, I don't subscribe to Disney. I use I use a relative's account and I watch Disney that way because I'm not going to pay him. I'm not going to pay him for an extra subscription when the only thing you have is Mandalorian. I mean, hell, Mulan, that was a joke. So, I mean, I'm not going to pay for my own subscription unless there's something substantial there where I'm like, you know what? They're going to be watching, on all their devices. I'm going to be watching on my devices and there's going to be a conflict there. So I have to get my own subscription. But right now, that's not the case. So, who cares? Disney's at a loss with me. Let me jump back into some of these comments here. What's up, DC? What's up, Reese? What up, Gillis? Let's see. Where am I? Here we go. Chubby says, I agree with you on Star Wars overall. Something I think I may notice is that there's no spinoff series or movie for any sequel trilogy characters. True, because they know that they've divided the fans. So their strategy, and we're not into Star Wars. Screw it. We're into Star Wars now. So their strategy for it is what can we do in the original trilogy era, the cherished era, to get people to give a crap again, and because they're afraid to get into the prequels. I'll get to Obi-Wan and Anakin in a minute, but they're afraid to get in the prequel territory. Bad Batch is just it's a cartoon. So, that's not really, diving deep into the prequel era, but they're really not, they're not producing anything, but they'll get to it. They're trying to gain that, what is it? Rapport with the people who have left since Last Jedi and hell, even after watching Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, going back and reanalyzing, the past that everybody gave J.J. Abrams for The Force Awakens, is sort of like, no, it wasn't just The Last Jedi that sucked. It wasn't just The Rise of Skywalker that sucked. It was actually all three, because a lot of the things were started up in The Force Awakens. But the thing about The Force Awakens is, even though the overall narrative in that particular movie, it could have been taken in a different direction and worked better, but they were just too fixated on trying to get done with the series so they could get to this era, so they could get to this stage of Disney. But the problem that they did was that they spent billions of dollars to get the property from George and also gave him stock options. But then also they were like, well, we need to make our money back. And then also they opened up two identical parks theme parks at the two, at Disney World and also Disneyland. I would have done two different locations and not the same experience of two different parks. That's stupid. I would have had two different planets, or, I'm sure that there were more creative ways that they could have done it, but they tried to save cost by duplicating things and just, building the same exact structures at both parks instead of building unique experiences at both parks. So, I mean, again, they're probably going to add a lot more to it, but really, from what I've heard, is that there's no real attractions for anyone other than two rides. And then you get to purchase a whole bunch of stuff like lightsabers and holocrons and who gives a shit. But I mean, we're awesome fans anyway. So wouldn't we have people that have 3D printers or that can sculpt or that can vacuum form, that we can make everything, hell, like this shit, like this. You have different people that can, I'm still working on it. That's why there's different, I'm playing with different material. But I mean, there's people out there that can vacuum form, use fiberglassing, Bondo, all that, and just be able to create whatever the hell they want anyway, and not really have to worry about, did you buy that from Disney? Like this bad boy here. Come here. Oh man, you're heavier than I thought. Okay, like this bad boy here, where it has the Disney little seal of approval there. Like, hey, yeah, you bought it from Disney. Fantastic. Thank you so much. But they have other things where, like that exact droid right there, almost. I believe they have it like over at Target, where they're continuing to make better product and put that out there on the shelves for people to buy. And I saw one where you can like customize your own from Target. I was like, well, hell, if I can customize my own, why the hell do I need to travel, purchase a droid for $200 and bring it home and be like, oh, here it is, when I can just go to Target and get it for like $100 cheaper, and have that same sort of experience. I don't have to be at a theme park for that. But I digress. Yeah, so let's see. Let's see. Nerd with the weird nose. What is that? Let's see. What's up, Gillis? Chubby Teddy. Hold on one second. I just want to jump back in here. Okay, so here we go. You're not excited for Captain Marvel 2. I wasn't excited for Captain Marvel 1. Captain Marvel 1 was a bore fest. I mean, the film was going to enlighten the world. Yeah, it was a bore fest for Captain Marvel. I mean, the character had no development. She had no growth. It was almost like the same trope with Rey Skywalker in that, but it was a little bit different with Captain America, or not Captain America. I'm sorry, Captain Marvel. Is that I didn't want to root for her after a while. Like after she broke that guy's arm to take his bike just because he's a douche. She ultimately stole somebody's equipment. I don't know. I thought it was the wrong story to shoehorn into or in between Infinity War and Endgame. Like, who cares? I mean, when she came in, she didn't really do much in Endgame anyway. I mean, she got a haircut. I think that's what she did, and then she got punched by Thanos, which was probably the best part of the movie for Endgame. But yeah, I mean, that was about it. Other than that, I mean, she's not a compelling character. The little girl, Miss Marvel, that they cast, that's not enough for me to care. There's some people out there that are screaming about she's not the right race or representation for that person. Aren't these people actors? Aren't they supposed to portray somebody or a person that is different from who they are? If they have a certain look or whatever, if they have the acting chops to pull off what it is that they're like, if you happen to be somebody who can't walk, or I'm sorry, if the character is someone in a wheelchair, you don't have to go and find someone in America that or in the world that is disabled, disabled in their legs in order to play that part. Like, I think they had a problem with that. The guy from Breaking Bad, or what was that one? Malcolm in the Middle, played the dad. He played someone who was disabled, and people got upset with that. Like, oh man, there's so many other people out there that could have got the job. I'm like, if he's an actor, this is a job, and they said, can you play someone who's in a wheelchair? He sits down and says, oh, I got this. I mean, there are people out there that are actors that can portray things, that can act, and they are disabled or whatever. That's cool, but that doesn't make it to where you have to hire this person or over this person because they fit something else. They fit a checkbox. I mean, good for them if they do, but if they don't, good for them as well. It's good either way. So, there is no negativity on that. It's make the damn film. All it is a story. I mean, it's kind of like having an author, like J.R.R. Tolkien, like, hey, wait a minute, you weren't from Middle Earth. You can't write that. You don't have first person knowledge, of this genre. So get out of here. I need somebody that comes from some, underpopulated place that maybe has access to like Aborigines or Bushmen or whatever that can give me a more grounded story of who the hobbits were or something. I don't know. I mean, it's just people are getting silly for the sake of getting silly because there's really nothing left in the world to do. Nobody's conquering anybody else yet. Societies aren't building, they're sort of being sustained. So we're all talking and fighting and arguing and complaining about first world problems. Like, who gives a shit? At the end of the day, who cares about any of this stuff? This is stuff so that we can sit down, veg out on Doritos or, whatever, be entertained for a couple hours and then go on with our mundane lives. We don't have anything else going on that really, takes precedence over anything else. I don't know, man. I think that there are a lot of people out there that don't get that. They don't get it. And because they don't get it, we therefore have to listen to it. So it's just, I don't know, a little bit of a rant there, but thank you, Chubby Teddy. No, that was Truth. Thank you, Truth, for bringing some truth. Let's see. Let me get back to some of these comments. Here we go. Chubby has something again. I agree with what you're saying in regards to the sequel trilogy. I think JJ is responsible, as responsible as Ryan, for the sequel trilogy fumble. Of course, KK. Yeah. Well, KK is she's a producer. She's not so much of an overseer. And it's fine whatever she does, but at the end of the day, I mean, she gave them full reign to come up with their stories. They had all of this, material that they could have pulled from, that they could have, grabbed from, and they decided to go a different direction. Well, the direction that they went wasn't palatable for a lot of people. It was for some, and for that small minority of people, or half, we'll just say 50-50. For 50% of the people that like the sequel trilogy stories, they probably, a lot of them are younger and didn't really grow up with Star Wars as a whole, like myself. Enosh is a perfect example of someone who is roughly my age, that grew up with it as well, who does embrace the sequel trilogy. But the way that I see Enosh is that he just wants to love it because he loves Star Wars. So he puts his love of Star Wars in front of anything else, so that he knowingly puts on the blinders so that he only focuses on the positives. But for me, I go a little bit different. I look at positives, like I love BB-8. I thought he was fantastic. But I look at positives and I also look at negatives, and then I weigh, did the negatives outweigh the positive or vice versa? If the negatives outweigh the positive, then I didn't like the movie, or I didn't like the trilogy, or I didn't like what they did for the sequel trilogy because of that. So we have to be a little bit more analytical, and our passions need to be subsided. So need to be squashed a little bit. We all have passions for these things. If we didn't have passions, I'd have no one watching. We'd have nobody here, but we do. And it's awesome that you are here, is because you do like these things. You do like to hear about this stuff. So, and you do have your own opinions about this as well. And everyone is entitled to their own opinions. Whether everybody's opinion is right, that's up to you in your own mind, and how you come up with things, and how you, do your own mental gymnastics in some cases. So let's see. Oscar says, I have Disney Plus and still haven't watched Captain Marvel. You're not missing much. I watched it, and it's there's nothing really that goes on. She's the same in the beginning of the film as she is in the end of the film. There's no change. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. She changed the color of her outfit. She started out green and blue, kind of aqua, and then she went to the red, gold, and darker blue. There's your change. So it was more metaphysical. So they made Skrulls the good guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do, because they're supposed to be doing some sort of Skrull movie with Samuel L. Jackson. So I think they're going to dive into that a little bit more. So we might find out why that is. I don't know. Gila says, not my favorite movie or actress, but my girls loved her. Who's that? Oh, Captain Marvel. Okay. Just throwing out there's aspects to consider too. Yeah. I mean, for me, this is the way that I have received these films. Other people can find, I mean, hell, not everybody likes BB-8, I'm sure. Not everybody likes Gizmo back there. Not everybody likes the Gremlin movies, but I do. That doesn't make me wrong. That doesn't make you right. It just makes me gravitate to this a little bit more because I connected with it. They connect with Brie Larson in a different way, maybe because she's pretty. I don't know. Maybe they gravitate toward that. Because we do, as a society, we do sort of, get pulled a little more to things that are appealing to the eye. And that might be, they might not be looking at substance, as far as story, character growth, things like that. That might not be what really gets them, excited about these things. It might just be simple fact of, kind of like the Ghostbusters of 2016. If any kid liked that, it's probably because the visuals were very saturated. Everything was bright, vivid, and silly and all that. And yeah, kids are attracted to those things. Was it enough to garner a sequel? No, that's why they reboot and then went a different way with Afterlife, which hopefully we'll see next year. But yeah, getting back to, let me get back. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Jacob. He says, whoa, you're making too much sense. I'm gonna need to be unrational. Well, I can always count on you, Truth, to be irrational. So let's get back to this real quick. Okay, so Quantum Mania. I am Groot. I don't know anything about this one here, to be honest. From the title, it looks like it's going to be something animated, silly, something for kids. Okay, there you go. On to the next. Ironheart. I believe that this is the daughter of Tony Stark, perhaps, or it's what's her name, Gwyneth Paltrow's role. Is Ironheart, because he made the female version of his armor for her or something. I don't know. Maybe his younger daughter is, bequeathed this, this armor and she uses it. I don't know. Could be cool, but again, I don't really have anything to go on. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Yeah, I'm gonna wait to see how the Suicide Squad turns out. The Suicide Squad movie that James Gunn did. I'm gonna see if that's any good. If it's great, then maybe I'll give this a whirl. Because directors are only as good as their last film, and that's why even for the Wonder Woman 84, which I'm sure is going to be hopefully a good film, maybe if it's not, maybe they're gonna have to reevaluate what Rogue Squadron was. Maybe they've already seen the film and they were like, yeah, I like it, because Patty came from Disney. She was supposed to do the Thor movie. They had creative differences. And she came over because of Zach. I think Zach brought her in for Wonder Woman, but she left Disney. She was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to compromise my film to make some silly ass film. That someone else came and made the silly ass film, which it wasn't very good. Secret Invasion. I have zero idea what that is. I don't know what Secret Invasion is. It has nothing to do with Secret Wars, but it's an interesting title, but again, who cares? I mean, all of these could have been like black and white text, and like, okay, thank you. Armor Wars. I understand that this is about War Machine. So Don Cheadle, I like him. I've liked him since Iron Man 2. Since they brought him in, I thought he was a good pairing for Robert Downey Jr., but is his standalone movie going to be any good? Because to be honest with you, they should have had a damn War Machine movie years ago. Much like the Black Widow movie, they should have had a War Machine movie years ago. But did they? No, because they're idiots. And then of course, we talked about Captain Marvel 2. It's going to have Miss Marvel in it. I think Captain Marvel was the first female-led movie on the big screen. And hold on. Oh shit. Oops. No, we'll be covering that movie next weekend. I'll be doing a watch of that one. That one was actually more of a standalone female-centric type movie. So anyway, so done with Marvel. Whoo! Don't have any more Marvel to cover. Let me jump back in the comments before I jump back into Star Wars. So I got nerdy in many ways. Okay, great, man. Thank you so much. He'll be joining in a minute. Thank you so much for hitting that like button. McLovin is in the house. Oh, he says LOL. Let me jump on here. Double MJ, what's up, man? Oh, what's up, man? I could care less about those MCU movies. That includes Loki and WandaVision. Um, Loki, yeah, I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, because of the hiatus from Endgame, I kind of lost interest in Loki, man. I mean, all these characters, it's like, why do we care about them anymore? You know, the momentum is kind of halted for MCU, and I don't know if they understand that, because they just like, hey, we're pumping these things out, but we're not going to release them. And I think that's the only good thing about Warner Brothers releasing these, making it, you know, that they're going to release their slate, is because they're not going to just hold on to it until, you know, hopefully this pandemic crap is over or whatever. You know, I understand Enosh's point of view as far as like, you know, he's afraid that just theaters are going to eventually have to close down. But, you know, there has to be some way of navigating this thing and still allowing us to watch these properties without, you know, really having to worry about it. I think for the time being, they're going to slow down or reduce the amount of the budget for a lot of these big budget movies. Kind of like Joker, you know, that was like on a 90 million versus, you know, 100, you know, a couple hundred billion, or not billion, a couple $100 million project. Like usually big budget or tentpole films are like in the 300, 400 million mark, the huge ones. So they have a lot of ground to cover, but I think they're going to try to reduce the amount of money that they're spending. And I think using technology like they did with Mando, with that, what is it, that projection screen instead of a green screen, the projection screen for backgrounds. I think if a lot of studios use that in this whole climate, you know, as far as like, you know, social distance crap or whatever that they have to do now, I think keeping it confined and making the actors and actresses work in that sort of environment, I think that'll work out a little bit better and possibly save money. Hopefully. I don't know how much money it costs to keep that running, but you know, Disney, they print their own cash. If you've ever been to one of the theme parks. Arkham Gaming, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Good to see you. What are your thoughts on people attacking Warner Brothers because of the Disney event and saying DC is dead? Disney should own DC. No, they shouldn't. And we had DC fandom. I don't understand. Well, see, the thing is, and I guess I was covering a little bit of that, is that a lot of people just, they see the Marvel, and they've been conditioned for the Marvel movies to be like the epitome of what these films should be, and that's not correct. It's because what they started doing, if you could really tell in like Doctor Strange and the first Ant-Man movie, is that they had that formula, and all they do is they replace the hero, they replace the protagonist, the antagonist, they replace the love interest, and modify the situations a little bit so that they are like, oh, hey, here's a new movie. But it's the same damn movie every single time you watch these stupid movies. The only movies that were a little bit different were the compilation movies, which, you know, had different narratives and things like that. So they really had to work those out. So those were a little bit better than your rando, you know, Black Panthers, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, Captain Marvel. All that follows a pattern. The thing that made Black Panther a better film was the villain. And they don't understand that either. They killed him. They're stupid. And they killed the villain. So, yeah, it was a better movie because every movie is a better movie because of the villain, because the hero has to step up. The hero gets smacked on their face. They fail. And then you have to see them rise up, meet the challenge, and then defeat the challenge. Whatever that challenge may be. But yeah, no, people are conditioned. That's why, you know, they're saying, hey, Disney's better and all this. But they forget Mulan sucked ass. It was a horrible film. It was pretty, but you have a Jason Scott Lee and you have Jet Li in the same film, and you even have them interact and fight each other, and the movie still sucks. Disney, get the fuck out of here. You suck. Anyway, get this objective shit out. Yes, I know, right? Now, I want to watch a movie and not be preached to. I want to watch a fantasy film and be like, wow, their problems are not like our problems. I don't want to see our problems in superhero situation. Like, I don't care about that. If anything, give me like Incredibles, give me a period piece superhero film so that I don't have to worry about present day. Because when we go to the movies or when we just watch a movie, we want that escapism. We want to get away from the monotony, the stupidity of the real world. I mean, that's why a lot of people don't interact with people anymore, because you shut your doors. You don't interact with a lot of your neighbors because you don't want to talk to stupid people. Because stupid people are rampant in this day and age. They have skewed, weird priorities or perceptions of reality because they've been conditioned by the media that they watch to act or think, to react. I mean, that the whole thing, what do they call it? Getting triggered or some shit. I mean, that's conditioning. You're conditioning people to respond or react or a certain way to instill or enlist or incite a response from them. And so I don't know, it's all controlled behavior that you sort of have to rise above and see above that and say, I'm not falling for this BS, and my kids shouldn't fall for this BS, and my kids' friends shouldn't fall for this BS. And the more people that you can, take out of that and disinfect, from the infection that is the media, we'll say, whether it's TV shows, whether it's the news, whether it's, movies, whether it's, articles, online, blogs, vlogs, whatever it is, you need to sort of, get them and take them away from that sort of activity. It's the only way you can help people out is individually. Here, let me welcome my good buddy over here.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. I am officially finished with college.
Nice.
I am done with college. So, yeah.
Right on. So you have more time to make thumbnails for Nicotina and Anthony. So
for right now, yeah, you could say that. For right now. Yeah.
I want to make good use of your time. So, yes, I like Gizmo too, Jacob. No, it's someone else. No.
They were talking about Ironheart. Yeah.
Ironheart. Oh, yeah. Ironheart. Oh, yeah, there's Rasha.
What's up, Rasha?
So, Ironheart's a big cast, black woman. I thought it was the girl, though. I thought it was his daughter. Didn't they try to set that up in Endgame? I thought.
No, I mean, they maybe like teased it a little bit, but the character Ironheart in the Marvel comics is an African-American girl. I don't know her entire story, but she's separate from Tony Stark's family, and kind of like what people were saying, Pepper Potts
Secret Invasion of the Skrulls. So that's the Samuel Jackson movie? Where he's going to be dealing with the Skrulls or whatever?
Well, isn't Secret Invasions a series? I think Secret Invasions is a series.
Could be, but I mean, everything is kind of going, the road of series now.
Right. That's true.
Let's see. They did have a War Machine film. It was called Iron Man 2.
Yeah. That's fair.
Let's see. Fair. Secret Invasion. Oh, got it. WandaVision. Yeah. No, I got you. How's it go? Hey, what's up? Comic book critic movies. I don't know how. I don't know how. Over many years, all the Marvel stuff will be coming out. After Endgame, I'm out. Yeah, because I mean, it was just sort of like that was sort of the cutoff.
Yeah,
like as far as story.
I made a video like what was it? Yeah, 4 months ago.
Shang-Chi might be cool.
Yeah, it might be, but I don't know anything about the character, so I have no desire to really see what's going on.
I don't know either. I mean, it's the same thing with Moon Knight. Like, I hear a Moon Knight is kind of like a Batman with like maybe like wizard type powers or some shit. I don't know. I don't know too much about him either.
That's the one that like I think could be intriguing because he's kind of a darker character. But yeah, no, I agree. Like I made a video like 3 months ago, me and my brother talking about how they should have ended the MCU as it was with Endgame. Yeah, that storytelling wise, that would have been smart. Of course, money wise, they're not gonna do that because like they're making too much money off it. They're not gonna stop. Mm-hmm. But they're gonna keep on like expanding and like introducing new characters and spinning off things, and so they're really just gonna go insane with all this stuff. But yeah, storytelling wise, I agree. Endgame was kind of the cutoff, just because like you followed all these characters so long. What? Jacob, come on, man. You know better.
Did I listen to any? No, I didn't. I did not listen to any of the Disney stream or whatever, their little presentation, because I don't really care too much for Disney anymore. I loved Disney when I was a kid, like when I went to the movies and saw Jungle Book, or when I saw what was it, Oliver and Company, and movies from way back when. I'm not so much of a Disney fanboy anymore. I just don't care, and they haven't really been treating their properties great, so it's like, meh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. Congrats, Dawson. I was done with college in 27 years ago, so
Dang,
way before you were born. He was done with college. Last Jedi was failed because we were preached to with Canto Bight, Haldo, and Poe. Haldo and Poe. To be honest with you, I think Haldo should have been replaced by Akbar. And I think I don't think that should have been like the interactions would have been different. I think that Poe should have gone with Finn to Canto Bight if they had a Canto Bight mission, and the person that they got would have been somebody necessary than what they did, because what they did was they were like, hey, look for the guy with the pendant because he's the only one in the galaxy that can do X, Y, and Z. They see the guy with the pendant, aren't able to talk to him, get thrown in the jail, find somebody else in the jail cell with them, the same exact jail cell, who can do the exact same thing.
Did they say that guy was the only person in the galaxy who could do it?
I think so. I think that's what's her little name said.
I think she said there is one guy. There is one guy that she knows.
Okay. One guy that she knows, but the odds of finding somebody else,
right?
That has
the odds are really small,
right.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
For sure.
And then we got.
Hey!
All right, I'm done.
But yeah, no, I agree with the Haldo Canto Bight kind of thing. I agree with that. But they also, I think that we're not going to turn this into a Star. If you want to see my thoughts on Star Wars,
yeah, don't turn it into that.
Don't do that.
I love you guys. I love everybody watching. But if you want to see my thoughts on Star Wars, please go watch my review of Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and Rise of Skywalker. I have all three of those up. Also, if that piques your interest and you want to hear more about what I have to say about Star Wars, find my Star Wars Wars Episode 1. I think I covered a lot, not everything, but
What's
lot
good,
of
everybody?
what I had problems with that whole trilogy. So, love you guys, but
You came in at the right time, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I'm outnumbered here.
We're just okay with it. We don't love it. We're just okay with it.
I get it.
Don't misrepresent us.
Don't you? I don't want to give people the wrong impression of it. They love it. How could they love it? It sucks. That was my best nicotine impression.
You ruined my life.
You ruined my life.
Why'd you say that name?
Oh man. So he says, don't bet when the Batman or when the Batfleck Batman miniseries comes to Warner Max, Disney in the Spotlight. Is it Spotlight or Spotlight?
It's supposed to be Spotlight.
Okay. It's over and more attention will be on Warner Brothers streaming service. Do you agree with that?
I think so to a certain extent. I mean, here's the thing is that a lot of people tend to have this idea that if one thing's announced, then it's going to take all the attention away from the other, which maybe for a split second is true. But at the same time, like it's a business thing. It's a money thing. And so it's competitive. And so if Warner Bros.
And it needs to be competitive, because if it's not competitive, then they won't make the money to generate more content.
Exactly.
And yes, stuff like this. I mean, yes, we're YouTubers, but I think that fans like us, I think it's good that we have an outlet to sort of, have groups and discussions and things like that. Because there are people that listen and say, hey, you know what, I kind of agree with this or disagree with that or whatever it is. It's always great because, I mean, it's like iron sharpens iron. Like, I don't want to sit in an echo chamber Like I love talking to you guys about Star Wars because I know that you guys don't agree with everything that comes out of my mouth, just like I don't agree with everything that comes out of your mouth. But we're able to sort of, and we respect each other enough to we're able to kind of, throw these things out, bat it around, and just sort of sharpen our perspective. We're not going to change anybody's perspective.
No.
Because you never change anybody's perspective. People change their own perspective.
But here's the thing: is that what I was getting at is that as soon as Warner Brothers or HBO Max or whatever announces the Batfleck miniseries, like maybe a couple months later, Disney's going to announce something else. It's always a back and forth thing. Yeah. There's always a back and forth. They'll take the spotlight away from the other for the time being. And so I do agree with what Arkham Games is saying is that if they announce the Batfleck series, it will take the spotlight, but it won't be for very long.
It won't be. It won't be. It's much like what Warner Brothers tried to do just yesterday with the Wonder Woman red carpet thing. Yeah. Right after Disney has this thing, they're like, boom, we got this. And then, Wonder Woman's going to come out and then they're going to be like, boom, here's a new Black Widow trailer or something. I don't know. It's always something it's always going to be back and forth, whatever. Because right now, Disney and Warner Brothers is your Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah,
that's your, the two that always war or whatever with each other, like Lay's and Ruffles. I mean, it's just
welcome to another
potato.
Welcome to another insert into the what'd you just call it? The chip wars.
Yeah.
The most epic battle in commercial chip history.
Can you hear what The Rock is cooking?
And nobody
okay, in The Last Jedi, no light speed tracking. have the tracker in Finn. Yes, like an implant. Yeah, that would have been better. I completely agree with that thought. That's way better. It's a better idea. But I mean, to break it down, Last Jedi, the whole movie was a slow speed chase.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. That's not very exciting to me. There's no way you can flank them. There's no way you can flank them. And I was talking to my son Matt the other day, and
I thought you were about to say yourself.
Yeah, I was talking to myself
the other day,
and we thought that instead of Holdo, taking that ship and putting it through the supremacy, it should have been the Millennium Falcon. And that should have been the way that thing went out, like in a blaze of glory, But I mean, of course, it still would have sucked as far as like you're fucking up Star Wars with kamikazes. I mean, like we had a kamikaze situation kind of in Return of the Jedi where the A-wing hit the bridge, but that wasn't because of light speed, and it just I don't know. Anyway. Thank you for your comment. We will continue. Jake Moody says fire. Fire is in the house.
What's good, everyone?
Rob says hey. Mandalorian Complaint.
I want to let him talk.
Yeah. Hey, hey, man, I have been by myself for almost an hour almost. So I'm used to filling up the dead air, the dead space. I feel like I'm on the radio where I can't have dead air.
Yeah.
Let's take a deep breath. Good.
So Mandalorian Complaint. I love the episode, but how did Mando access the Imperial computer if he wasn't in the an imp? Yeah, I mean, how could his facial recognition, be accepted unless there's something that they haven't told us? He's a foundling. He was raised by the Mandalorians. We don't know anything really much more about his past, so he could have had something. I did talk to my son. We do have a we did have a discussion today about it, and I do agree. I mean, like, how the hell did he? And they just had that discussion. Number two, how did Bill Burr not put his damn helmet back on, or go get his
dude
from the stupid what do you call it?
That got me a bit. I was like, put it on. They're just gonna let you walk through here without no helmet on. Like, nobody gets to do that.
Even in the stupid sequel trilogy.
Yeah, she's like, who told you?
She said, "Who told you you could take your helmet off?" Have you ever seen another stormtrooper besides Han and Luke? Because they're not stormtroopers. Have you ever seen them take off their helmet and just be cool?
No.
And everybody think it's cool. It's not. It's not. That's not Star Wars. That's BS. That sucked. Yeah. So I mean, and in the same episode where Bill was talking to him about like, hey, you don't ever take your mask off. What are you talking about? You're putting this other mask on, blah blah blah. And then in the same episode he takes his mask off for everybody to see. So now he's like Boba Fett, and he is no longer a Mandalorian by his code. He's a Mandalorian by Boba Fett, and that's why he's going to go back and help out. What's her face again? Bo-Katan. He's going to go help her out because they take off their helmets, and he trashed them and all that kind of crap. So yeah, I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
One thing that I thought about it, and I'm going to talk about this more on my stream later tonight, is so tune in for that for my full thoughts. But I thought, so remember when Mando revealed his face at the end of season 1, right?
Yeah, to the droid.
Yes. So what I thought is that they should have left his face reveal for this episode, for that sequence right there, because it was high stakes and it had been more dramatic.
Yeah.
And it would have kept more of that man with no face or no name feel for a little bit longer. Right. Because revealing at the end of season 1, where there's only 8 episodes, was too soon, in my opinion. I felt like they gave up on that gimmick.
I agree. The way they handled it with that lady that gave him food, and he was like, he took it off to eat or whatever, and you didn't see anything.
Yeah.
But you knew he took it off. So I was like, okay, great. And then they did, that sequence with IG-88 that you were referring to. They should have.
Just showing it from the back.
Just showed his back, showed him in the shadow, showed IG-11 doing whatever he was doing, and us the audience don't see Pedro Pascal or as Nerdy puts it, Pedro Pascal. You always add the accent, like
because I want to pronounce it properly.
I know.
Pedro.
Yes, I did have a rant, but so getting back to the Star Wars slate. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So getting back to that. Okay. Out of these that are on here, what is that? 10. Yeah. 10 properties or 10 different, titles. Which one are you most favorite for, and which one are you least happy to see or interested to see?
For me, my favorite 2.
And for everybody in the chat too.
Yeah, for the top 2 that I'd actually want to see.
No, top 1. Which one's the top 1?
Top 1?
Yes.
Okay, Kenobi, very closely followed by Rogue Squadron.
And okay. But and then least.
Interested.
Yo, Visions? Ugh.
Yeah, what the heck is Visions?
Visions is the Japanese animation.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
They're gonna have
shorts.
Different shorts, but it's gonna be in like a Japanese kind of style animation. So, yeah. So.
Oh, wait a minute! I thought that was something else. That might be kind of fire.
That might be cool, actually.
No. A droid story. Or what is that? I didn't see that on the initial.
That's
going to be a kids movie or a kids show. Probably just animated. But yeah, that's more for kids.
Yeah. I'd say Andor, because Andor Cassian or whatever.
Cassian Andor,
Cassian Andor.
Yeah.
We already know his fate. We already know that he's going to die.
I agree. I mean, it's the same thing with the witch, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Or not Scarlet Witch.
Vision.
Black Widow.
Black Widow. Yeah.
We already know her fate, and people don't care.
Yeah. So yeah, that one.
What about you, Anthony? Which one are you most excited to see?
That's such a grunt of not caring.
I'd say Kenobi.
Okay.
Because I like fucking Ewan McGregor.
Oh, yeah,
Kenobi, and then closely, I'd say Ahsoka and Rogue Squadron.
Okay.
So
I would agree with you guys in that Kenobi is my top. The Acolyte is my least.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is about. It's like a Sith thing.
No, it's a mystery, like a mystery kind of suspense kind of thing. But the what really got me out of it was that they said it was like they promote it as female centric, as like that's enough to get people to give a shit. But Ahsoka is female centric.
Right.
And they brushed over that. I'm like, wait a minute. I'd rather see Ahsoka than the Acolyte crap, because I like Ahsoka. I thought she was way better.
Character.
And don't put that crap in front of it, man. Just make, if you're gonna make a movie, just make a good suspense thriller or whatever the hell it is. Mm-hmm. But don't tell me this is something that I should give a shit about. Like, come on now, give me a break. That's not cool. Not cool,
I agree. Like, if you make a story that's, let's say, is mostly females, and just rely on the fact that it's the story, and then if it's female centric, then great, and it turns out good, then awesome.
Yeah, right. No, I agree. If it's a fire story,
yeah,
and it just and you watch it, and it happens to be a lot of women are in like a lot of the lead roles. As long as the story is great and the acting is superb, or on par, it doesn't have to be superb. But as long as the acting is good,
superb.
It has to be superb. Then I'm
very good.
Then watch it. Maybe make sequels or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I don't sit there and promote that crap first. That's like saying, Captain Marvel 2 is female centric. Like,
we
get
know
the hell out of here. I mean, come on now. I'd rather watch this, which is female centric.
Yeah,
which is fire.
So, and which I will be watching next weekend. Doing a little watch party for Wonder Woman. Getting geared up for Wonder Woman 84. I'm going to be watching it on Twitch. So I'll put times and stuff available for that.
You can do that?
You can. So if you go and you purchase Wonder Woman, you can watch it, but you can watch it on Twitch.
That's great. That's fantastic. I'm so proud of you.
Yes. Dawson was like, I disagree.
I have no words. You can go die now.
I hate you.
Yes.
So yeah.
Oh, well,
yeah, thank you for pronouncing it correctly. Yes. So you do have somebody that does appreciate all of the enunciations.
She's got some skills.
Pedro Pascal.
He's got some skills.
he's got some skills.
And just like,
yes, I want to see Kenobi and Ahsoka. That's about it.
Yeah.
Kenobi, I want to see, not really because Ewan McGregor. I want to see it because of Hayden Christensen. I want to see him back in action because they did him dirty the last movie, and he should have had a more prominent role in the sequel trilogy because he's young. He's young, and they could have used him, but they didn't. And that was a fail on Lucasfilm. That was a fail on the writing. It was just a fail all around. They could have put him back in that shaggy wig, that they had. I mean, they had him at the end of Return of the Jedi in robes and a shaggy wig, and that's the last time you see him. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. We need to see.
That's uber ridiculous, man.
That's ridiculous.
The backyard is ridiculous.
I can't pick without knowing what they are. For Russia, I'll go back and Brand. And where is it? Oh yeah, what do you get? Let me take her comment off. Boop, boop, boop. Fail. Okay. Yeah. So Rangers of the New Republic. I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no clue either.
I have no idea what the hell that is, but I'm sure it has to do with like kind of like Texas Rangers. They're like an elite group, an elite force that are kind of going around. It's probably, and Matt was saying this, but it's probably, that's funny. It's probably going to be Filoni and that Asian dude. They're going to be the Rangers.
Oh my goodness.
The Bad Batch is an animated short or animated series that's going to take a group of clones that were like one of them. Like this is the first one where you actually see glasses, and Nerdy will probably love this. But you have actual glasses in the Star Wars universe, because before that, no one wore glasses at all.
In which one?
In the Bad Batch, like one of them has one of the guys has glasses. So it's very interesting. Obi-Wan Kenobi, he's a Jedi that was trained up by Qui-Gon Jinn, and he lost his master, and he took on another apprentice, and his apprentice turned on him and became Darth Vader. That's that one, Rasha.
Ahsoka? That sounds a little fucking outlandish to me.
I'm telling you, that's what it's about.
I don't believe you. You don't know what you're talking about.
And it was funny because
freaking liar.
So, Ahsoka, that's going to be a de-aged Ahsoka Tano. She's going to be chasing after Grand Admiral Thrawn in this one, and she's probably going to maybe find that guy Ezra as well. Andor is going to be about, I guess, the Rebel Alliance. Cassian running around doing spy stuff
before Rogue One,
before he dies.
Well, it can't be after Rogue One.
Before he dies.
Lando, that's going to be Lando Calrissian. Unlike the cultured nerd, not to be confused with anyone else other than Lando Calrissian. I don't know why they said that. That was weird. Lando, from Lando Calrissian. Anyway, so he's probably going to be having a lot of sex with his droid, because apparently they'd have that kind of relationship from what they said in Solo. Visions, that's going to be a Japanese.
I'm so freaking confused now.
You didn't get the droid, the droid that in Millennium Falcon. The droid was saying that he and her had this relationship. And that
you don't remember that, Dawson? You
don't remember that?
Solo? Yeah, dude. Go back and watch it. Fatal was good.
Here. How the hell Obi-Wan fighting Vader again? He did fight Vader, but Vader outside the costume. So we haven't seen him fight Vader inside the costume. So that could still happen, maybe.
And they never said in New Hope that they hadn't fought before.
I saw him fight Vader in the new costume.
Me purchased.
Mr. Purchase.
He did it. He purchased. No, he says Mr. Purchased. Mr. Purchase fiddle. I was like, what is he doing?
Obi-Wan, he did fight Anakin in the new suit.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, at the end of New Hope, he was like, "Yo, if you strike me down, I should become more powerful than you ever imagined."
He fought him in the suit, but as an old man. But yeah, I think. But the thing is that okay, so it does still make sense that. Well, let me finish this anyway. Rogue Squadron. We'll get back to it. Rogue Squadron is the Patty Jenkins flick. That I'm wondering, is it going to have Luke Skywalker? Is it going to have Wedge Antilles? Because Luke Skywalker is Rogue Leader. And if he's Rogue Leader, and they weren't Rogue Squadron before Luke. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering how they're going to do that. If they're going to try to retcon it, screw it up, whatever. The Acolyte, that's that silly, murder mystery, I guess, that's going to take place in not prehistoric, but 1,000 years before the Republic or whatever. And then the droid story thing, I think that's just going to be for kids. So yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see. Here we go. So yeah, sorry. Let me. Ninja arrived. Yeah, that's right. Let me take that banner off. Bam! Hey, there you guys are. Hey. So yeah. So anyway, Obi-Wan fighting Vader in costume versus Vader in a Jedi tunic, which that's what he was. At the time that Obi-Wan fought Vader on Mustafar, he was Vader, not Anakin, because
he had already been done.
He had already been dubbed Darth Vader, so he was Vader. He had already given up that personage of Anakin. So yes, when I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.
Right.
Rise. I feel the force is strong with you.
You gotta say, the force is strong with you.
I know. It was like What are you doing on your knees, Anakin?
Order 66.
Yeah, dude, he's on.
He's like, the Force is strong.
Oh gosh, it's so wrong.
Yep,
Look,
I disagree.
I
it doesn't pop quite. You got to add some
No.
stuff to it.
I know it doesn't. It was just for fun. Dawson came here.
Well, it
I
failed.
just wanted to play with him. I love Dawson. Everybody
You
loves
have failed this stream.
now everybody's gonna start typing in all caps.
Dawson's right. Caps. Wait, because caps are how you do it. What's that?
Because Fatal was like, "And why am I using all
In that
caps?"
case,
on the
I pick Rogue Squadron and Ahsoka. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm back. Okay. In A New Hope, Vader said he haven't felt his presence in years. Yes, in years. How many years is that?
Right, that's
More
not
than
very
2.
specific.
It's got to be more than 2 years.
I
It
don't
can't
think
be
he-
1 year. It's
Well,
gotta
he
be
didn't say years. He just said I haven't felt that presence since.
In a long
And then
time.
He said a long time, or did he just turn away and start walking off? Remember?
Yeah.
Remember
It wasn't years, but it was a
just-
long time. And
I
it's still
haven't
could be a
felt
long
that
time. It's
presence
10 years.
since.
So Luke and Leia are 10 years old in this. I don't think we're gonna see them.
No.
Hopefully we won't. Maybe we'll see like the back head of Luke, like playing off in the distance or whatever.
Like Obi-Wan will be watching him, and
Yeah. And so Matt was like, I can't see Obi-Wan leaving the planet. I was like, I know he's a hermit, but it doesn't mean that like the whole 17, 18 years that Luke was growing up, he had to stay on the planet. He could have gone and done other things. He knew where Yoda was, and
Yeah,
I don't
could've met him
remember if
on
Yoda
Dagobah,
told him
yeah.
where he was. But they still need to get that sort of interaction. He also needs to do something with Qui-Gon's spirit.
yes.
So I'm hoping Liam Neeson is back. That would be pretty cool.
Well, he'd have to be because they just legitimately just plain in your face teased it at the end of Revenge of the Sith. He was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, I'm going to teach you how to use some kind of." He said, "Master Qui-Gon." He's like,
It does take like 10 years, yeah. So you guys are too young to remember, especially Dawson. Well, Dawson was probably
I remember
swimming
droids.
around his dad's joint. We already had Star Wars droids. I have that. I actually have that. I have it on disc.
What?
Yeah,
"Yeah, droids." Yeah, I remember.
yeah,
that part.
droids. Hold on.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
Ha!
Damn it, Mad Matt.
He keeps changing his thing.
He got me.
Oh man. And Fatal says the Empire is everywhere, but yeah, like a Jedi like Obi-Wan, he can find ways to sneak around. I mean, he snuck around the Death Star without getting caught until Darth Vader saw him. So
It was like, pew. When he was turning off the tractor
Oh,
ring, dude,
yeah.
it was like, pew. Steppin' Neeson.
I got
I
the
can't-
peeps, I got the sweeps, I got the creeps.
I can't talk in Nicotina's voice, so I can't say, Steppin' Neeson.
It's Stephen Neeson. Get off Matt's account.
All right. Yeah, get off of Matt's account. Nicotina's in the house. Stephen Neeson. Yeah. So I have it here.
So I knew somebody was going to write it down.
Holy.
Steppin' Cheeks.
Stephen Cheeks.
Sounds painful.
Let's see.
Holy case of DVDs.
Oh, there's only one of them.
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
Holy crap.
One of them's got like PlayStation 2 games.
Yeah, I
in it.
mean,
Oh, nice.
I got this bad boy here.
Dude, fire. That right there, that Cartoon Network, like those little shorts,
Yeah,
like 8 minutes, that was
great.
fire, dude.
These
Dude,
were
it was
Yeah, let's go.
Woo! You seen them, Dawson?
Oh yeah.
Dude,
He's
the
too
one,
young.
the one where, dude, the one where Mace Windu's like, he's like,
Yeah. Freaking dope.
oh, dude, that's some of the best. Oh, I love that. And it did just like, and then at the end of the last one, it shows them flying up right into episode 3. It's badass.
Yeah. It's freaking awesome. I remember droids.
Yeah, he got on here drunk.
Hey, Fatal,
I'm a drunk.
hey, Fatal said Ryan got bootlegs, man. Bootleg DVDs.
Bootleg.
Bootleg DVDs, man.
How are these bootleg DVDs? You think ain't bootleg DVDs? Crazy. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta find it though. Oh,
my
man.
goodness.
Yeah, Samurai Jack Clone Wars. Yeah, that's fire, dude. Damn, I love that.
Oh crap!
Well,
Oh,
So this, I thought it'd have art on it, but like this.
is it the
here
one that
is-
said it real small in the middle?
Yes, this was
Oh,
Ewoks.
Ewoks.
Star Wars Animated Adventures Ewoks. I don't know if you can read that.
Look, Fatal's like, see,
Too small.
bootlegs.
That's too small. That's Ewoks. This one is, or is it Battle for Endor?
yes.
Yeah, I got that one. And then Caravan of Courage. Yeah, those are the two Ewoks.
Well, that's
and then
cool.
this one is the Pirates and the Prince.
Well, I
And
got a
then
bunch of
there's
fucking
droids.
after school specials on DVD.
Yeah.
Let's see.
How long did it take you to collect those, Ryan?
Take a look. It's in a book.
Reading Rainbow. Yeah, so I got all those. I got droids and everything. So oh, you'll love this.
Will I?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Transformers
Yeah.
the movie, man. It's
Oh,
The
okay.
movie,
yeah.
and then the disc 2 with all the extras.
With the Matrix on it.
Yes.
Very, very nice.
Yes, and then they're doing a series of this.
Willow, yep.
Yeah. So I'm actually excited for that one. I want to see that one.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. That's
Oh, Val Kilmer.
no, I don't think Val will be in it. I think they're going to
No.
skip over that era. What they're going to do is they're still going to have work because they still have access to work,
Yeah.
and then so they'll just have Allura as a older woman. I guess at this point in time she'd be a woman, yeah. So that's kind of where they'll start off, and I hope that they still have brownies and stuff like because they were funny. They're hella funny. Stepping cheeks. Let's see. Clapping cheeks, clapping, stepping cheeks.
That'd be more clanging.
Dude, I know you want to see Kenobi. You can be. Yeah, I got no bootlegs. Get out of here. Let's see. Samurai Jack Clone Wars is the best Clone Wars. It was good stuff. It was good stuff. I preferred those short stories because they had like Dirge. And they had Grievous, and they had
Kit Fisto had a little.
Fisto,
with
when
underwater
when you're
lightsaber.
underwater,
Yeah, dude,
that was dope, man. Yeah, I love that. That was good stuff. That was back when
I liked it better. I liked it because when the first Clone Wars movie came out, the CG one, I liked those shorts better than that one.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Mandalorian is amazing to me. It's almost perfect. Man, dude, I have to tell everybody, when the Razor Crest, if you haven't seen my review, when the Razor Crest got obliterated, I was like the exact opposite of Enosh, where he was like, no! I was like, yes! Like, I couldn't believe that they did it. I was like, man, that was ballsy. That was awesome.
Oh man.
But yeah, so let's see. Yeah, Transformers, Jacob, that's what's up, man. That's a great movie.
Fuck, man.
Knights of the Old Republic. That I think is going to be the Acolyte thing because that's the time period they're putting it in. I believe that's going to kind of tie in.
I'll just say that about with the stuff they've released. Money in front of your faces because every single Star Wars fan wants a Knights of the Old Republic, some type of movie or series, and they just won't do it. Like, what are you doing? And that's you're missing out on that money that'd be hitting you right in the face.
Yeah. No. That was hilarious. That was hilarious when you did that. But don't you wish they would announce a Darth Vader series instead of having him in the Obi-Wan series? I feel like everyone would watch that. I love Darth Vader. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. I don't want them to overuse Darth Vader to where at the point he is no longer awesome. Like they do something that just totally destroys the character or something. That's why I like him. The way that they used him in Rogue One was cool.
Dude, that shit was fire.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. I was like, oh yes, this is
scary as hell, and
yes, and that's what you need. You know,
even
he's a brute. You know,
when Krennic came to see him and shit, he was like, "Don't choke on your ambitions," like squeezing this shit. I was like,
yeah.
Darth Vader's dope.
I mean, I love me some Darth Vader, but I don't want them to ruin the character. So, But yeah, let me get back to that list real quick. So yeah, you guys like that. So I guess since I didn't get your opinion on this, what is your most anticipated on this list? I know Dawson's all about Marvel 4, Marvel 2, whatever.
Captain gosh, no, kill me.
I get it.
Hesitantly, it's the Fantastic Four. Even though it's John Watts, I still want to see them. I'm interested to see if they do bring in John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, which I would really like, actually. Yeah, I mean, the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special is gonna be like a fun, lighthearted thing, but it's not gonna be one you want to rewatch again and again. You know?
Is that gonna really? Oh, okay, that's a TV show. Okay.
Well, it's gonna be in 2022. That's when that's gonna be.
And what about your least anticipated?
Probably Captain Marvel 2 or Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Because that's just a dumb title.
Quantumania is such a dumb title.
It is so dumb.
and the next one is be like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantum Palooza. So, okay, what about you, Anthony?
What's Ironheart?
That is apparently a character that I know nothing about.
She's a newer Marvel Comics character. She's like a young African American girl who kind of takes up the mantle of Iron Man, but she's like younger and
was she in the comics? She was in the comics, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's in the newer comics.
Like a couple years, like in the past, like 2 or 3 years.
Recently, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which
and Armor Wars is Rhodey, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming War Machine. Yeah, that's how it looks.
Mm.
Maybe it's War Machine trying to make sure that other people don't get their hands on Tony's tech now that he's dead, sort of thing. Which, I mean, could be intriguing if he's trying to keep people's hands off of it.
Yeah. It's probably kind of similar to Iron Man 2, where they were like trying to come up with the different.
Yeah.
Everybody was trying to get that technology or that tech or whatever. So that could be interesting. So which one is your least favorite?
I'm gonna say my most favorite or look forward to it. I have to agree with Dawson. I just want to see what they're gonna do with it. Dude, looking at this list, Jesus, the rest of them are my least. I just can't, man.
Yeah.
It just seems kind of. Dude, they threw up a bunch of glamorized thumbnails during that presentation, and it's just like half of that stuff probably won't make it. Half of the directors are going to leave for creative differences.
Yeah.
Half of it happens with this. That's what's going to happen.
They do it all the time. They do it all the time.
Every time
put all this stuff out there to sort of like, look at all the great stuff we're going to bring, and then they don't bring shit.
See, that's one thing they could say about, and hopefully they don't do it on Tuesday. God dang it, I just thought about that. Not just DC, but with Warner Bros. The only big thing they said was like, all of the movies coming out in this year are going to hit the theaters the same time they hit HBO Max. That's about the biggest announcement DC or Warner Brothers have made. They didn't release a slate. They didn't drop a whole bunch of like thumbnails like that. Yeah. So I don't do that on Tuesday. God dang it, don't do it. Every time a studio launches a big slate, guess what happens? Half of that stuff doesn't get made.
Yeah.
And that's like I said in my video where I broke down the Disney Investors Day, is that I said at the end, Warner Brothers, don't fall into the same trap you fell into in 2016 and 2017. Don't just try to do things to catch up and don't screw yourselves over and try to be Disney. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Who said no better, Darth or Enosh? Vader or Enosh?
No, Enosh did, because this shit was natural. That wanted, just destroy it.
Okay, a better one as far as like a real or a better no. Okay, and then we'll go in the one with Enosh. But Luke's no or Obi-Wan's no from episode 1.
Oh, when he killed Qui-Gon?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Luke, man. That's my favorite.
Okay.
I like Luke's better. I just because I remember I was in the theater when it happened. Like
yeah.
That's a tough one for me because like Luke Skywalker's one is iconic, yes, but every time I watch it, just looks a little obnoxious. Like he moves his mouth like no, and I'm just sitting there like okay. Whereas Obi-Wan's like no, like that one seems more natural to me. So I'm gonna have to go with Obi-Wan's from episode 1.
Okay. All right, now Enosh's or Obi-Wan in your case, nerdy, and
man, that's hard.
Enosh's, yes,
Enosh's, yeah.
Because literally he tenses up. He's like, no.
Yes.
Because you could be.
I like you could see him
You know-
crumbling. Like,
You can tell when he does like this, it's because like I rewatched it and you could just see it coming down. It's just slow, and he's like, no.
I think he was more upset than Mando.
Man, just sitting there like, and Enoch's just like, no.
It was funny. Boba Fett's reaction was funny too. He was just like,
Oh, dude,
that's
real. Okay, real quick, man. There must be a real fire cleaning and buff station inside of the damn. Fable.
Yeah,
dude. Boba Fett jumped out
Yeah.
this episode clean, shiny, looked like his
he
suit was.
repainted the outfit. He repainted everything. And I was like, wait a minute. I told Matt, I was like, wait a minute. Where in all this, where did he have find time to just like, okay, now I'm gonna just I'm gonna get the spray can. And
well, they probably have a faster way to do it than we do on Earth, if we're being quite honest. So
Probably.
you could do
plus
some
Mando
mental
has to clean his
gymnastics.
armor all the time. So
Or
like,
you could say, he took all of his armor off, put it, sandblasted it, painted it, and put the markings. He put the fucking markings and icons everywhere again too. I was like,
See?
the one on the chest,
Mhm.
the marking, the little tick markers or whatever on his helmet.
Yeah.
I mean, he did everything. And then there was one on his shoulder. So yeah, no, to do all that, no.
And they could have easily I have no problem with it. The problem, well, except for that how jarring that was when he stepped out. He was crisp. Like I said, wait a minute, what the hell? All they had to do was throw in a one-liner, and he could be like, yo. How you think I did refurbishing the armor or something like that, to where and in between episodes he was doing something.
Well, I don't think he would be like that. Like, hey, yeah, man, how's my armor?
No, but
like,
you say something
ass?
along.
My ass was big.
I thought it was dope. I was totally down with it.
Or have him not say that, or maybe
I don't mind him doing it, but maybe do it in stages, or maybe do it while they're off doing their
montage.
mission. Like,
I
like,
have the
when the
tiger
girls
is the
get
thrill up, and he's like spray
the
painting.
rifle, and then Mando and Bill Burr are in the machine. What the hell's the vehicle called?
I don't know.
Slave One?
No.
The tank with all the wheels
tank.
on it.
I forget what it's called. But anyway, when they're off doing their thing, if he was there spray painting his stuff because he ain't got shit to do, then that makes sense. But the way they did it, he was just like, like Anthony said, he just kind of came off. He was like, like, I'm ready. Hey, Boba.
Or if not him saying that, he could have had
he can say that.
Ming-Na Wen's character say it, or one of the other two could have said
Somebody
something.
could have said it instead of
Nice job on
on
the armor, or something like that.
Yeah. Like it's kind of like one of those things that they make fun of. It's like, I survived somehow. It's just like, what? Because I did like the way his armor looked when he put it on in the last episode.
Yeah.
Where it was way worse. It was way more dingy.
He said he swung my Mako. He said, I'm sure Mando's had to swing my Mako to get his armor.
Hey, real quick, I got to dip out because I got to prepare for my show in about 40 minutes. Got to get some stuff prepared and just help out around the house. But great to see you, Ryan.
Yeah.
It's great to be
Thanks
here.
for coming
We'll see you in a little
And stay angry.
What the hell?
Stay angry.
What did he say?
I don't know why you would say that. That's crazy. I disagree. Stay angry. That's the best picture of him. But yeah. So no, I agree with you, man. I think that either he should have like painted the parts over time.
Yeah, it was just
or been painting while they were doing their little mission or whatever. Like that's enough time for him to play and do whatever because he hasn't done anything to do. But yeah, or even when they're sitting in his ship.
He put dues.
He called me a douche. Well, I mean, again, I agree.
Oh man,
we love Dawson.
Yeah,
that's why we give him such a hard time because he can take it. He's a big boy. But yeah, no, I like when they were sitting, in his cargo bay and they were on the road to their destination or whatever, he could have been like, taking his helmet off, sprayed it, and just sort of like shown the audience like, oh, this is what's going on. So that when they exit the ship on the other planet, that makes a little bit more sense. It doesn't seem so jarring. Like, whoa.
Yeah, dude. Like I sat up when I saw it.
Yeah, I did a double take. I was like, what?
Did he clean his armor? Now, dude, that's another thing I don't understand is because nowadays it's kind of hard to get away with something like that in anything, let alone a Star Wars. People are going to be like, yo, wow, wait a minute. You might as well just drop one or two lines and saying something that would explain why he's fresh.
Yeah,
he's so fresh and clean when he gets out.
Okay, so we have this comment here, which I do have to get to, because I love Ray Fisher and I support him. Did you see the new Ray Fisher post that he posted?
The one from yesterday, right?
No, I see that he posted something an hour ago. Let me share my screen.
All right,
screen share. Chrome tab, Ray Fisher, share. Okay, so right here it says over 80 people were interviewed for Warner Media's Justice League investigation. A fair, thorough, and protected process for witnesses was the first and most important step. Ensuring the action is taken is next. Thank you all who lent their voice. All right. So, hell yeah. And let's see, that was 22 hours ago where he, talked about the
yeah.
So basically, it's the same thing. They're saying that it's done. The investigation's over. They are wrapping things up. They've already taken some action. I saw some jackass said something about.
Oh God, dude, I've seen.
Wait. I literally searched through my pictures extensively and still have no clue where you got the picture. Man, you gotta dig deeper, man. You gotta dig deeper because you'll find gems just like this. That's so funny. And I don't get copyright struck for that either.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to Ray Fisher, and for those who haven't, which you probably have, if you're wondering how you can also support Ray Fisher and the things that he's gone through, whatever, just show a little fan support. I'm doing at the end of the year. I'm cutting it off, so you have the rest of this month from the 12th until the 31st to obtain one of these bad boys here. These are great, fantastic shirts, and a lot of people have gotten these things. A lot of people have gotten them and haven't sent me images of themselves wearing them. But, I do appreciate everybody who's gotten one. I'm going to put a little collage compilation for Ray Fisher. And just to kind of show him, everybody, here's a better photo of Dawson. There you go. All the support, from the fans, people who love and support and say, hey, look at that guy. And hey, what? I do also stand with you, Ray Fisher, and Ray Fisher is aware of these things. So it is something that he's going to already know that he's going to be getting from me. So we do still have it available on my Teespring store. The I Stand with Ray Fisher jersey. It is 100% of the proceeds go to afsp.org and the link is in my description. Welcome. Well, so hold on one second. I think he's coming back to the stream. Let's see.
Who is it?
There he is. Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Dawson Weezer, Nerdy Many Ways, your one-stop shop for movies and music and art tutorials and a whole lot more. How's it going?
Well, it's good to see you, man. I thought you were getting a stream ready.
Guys, I just want to come on here and tell you that I think that everyone should subscribe to Nicotina. I think he's got the best channel on YouTube, and I wait up all night long for his show because it is the absolute best.
Well, thanks for dropping back by, Dawson. We appreciate it.
Unfortunately,
good
Ryan,
to
I
see
can't
you
hear
here.
you because the voices are kind of scrambled. As you well know, it's hard to hear on the
Oh,
phone.
right. Yeah. So we're done with Dawson. Thank you so much, Dawson, for coming by. It was such a great great appearance from one of our good friends. He's a fantastic guy.
Oh man. I don't think he heard that. I think he was.
Well, no, he did because he's back. Hey,
that was.
did you hear that?
Hey guys,
Hey, what's going on, Dawson?
Dawson, we just
he is here.
How's it going?
I said, get that imposter out of there.
I'm just getting ready to start my own show right about now. We're going to talk about Wonder Woman 84. And
Okay, so done with that.
Hey, one thing I did want to talk about before we, the gyroscope on Slate 1 was fire. You saw how the thing was turning whenever.
Yes. Okay. So
that shit was dope, dude.
Yeah, that was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Do you think that Mando is going to somehow inherit the Slave 1 because they put all that production value into an actual set?
Probably.
Or do you think that Boba will have more of a presence and he'll be more of a recurring role for this film now, or for this series, and they're just going to continue to really just use Slave 1?
It depends on whether or not they get, I guess, Grogu back next at the season finale. Because if they don't get him, he swore that he would help him get him back.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's keeping Boba there, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Because or else he'll just go. So if they get him back, then that means his debt's paid to Mando.
So do you have? You got something to weigh in, sir?
Well, if you guys watched my what if video,
okay, done with that guy. He's just a self promoter, and for some reason he likes the Nicotina show. I'm sorry, but I have to play it again. Just I disagree. Disagree.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so next weekend, again, for those who haven't heard, I am hosting a Wonder Woman watch party on Twitch. Everyone is welcome. Kind of getting geared up and ready for the movie coming out on the 25th, Wonder Woman 84. I've already got my tickets. I am going to the movies to see it. And you guys are doing something on Tuesday, right? This Tuesday?
I think so.
What are y'all doing on? Oh, okay. Well, maybe you're not. Maybe you're not.
We were gonna
be going down.
Yeah. With the virtual premiere or whatever they call it. I don't know why they use the word premiere because that gives a wrong idea. But the red carpet thing.
Hey, Dawson, are you doing something on Tuesday?
Yeah, we're gonna do a live stream of the Wonder Woman red carpet.
Okay. So. But yeah. So you guys are going to be watching the world premiere. Are you off on Tuesday?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! So did you get off for that event specifically?
No. I was already.
You just off.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nah, dude, I wouldn't be able to do that. Well, it just depends. But most of the time, that shorter period, I'd have to jump through some fucking hoops to get out. That's kind of close right there. You know what? They like doing stuff like that though. Whenever Zach does a watch party or whatever watch along, like he always tells you like 2 days in advance. He never tells you weeks.
Sure. Ooh, yeah. That'd be something cool to have a watch along with Patty.
Oh yeah, that'd be fire.
That'd be fire. That'd be fire. But yeah, so let me see what else do I have here. Anything else that's going on? Do you have anything going on this week, man?
No, not really.
All right.
Except for we got what's today? Today's Saturday. Damn.
Today's Saturday. Yeah, today is Saturday. I was like, wait, today's Tuesday.
Nothing. But I got to work the rest of the weekend, so.
Okay.
There's
got
that.
you.
But
got you. So yeah, well, let me see. Let me just jump back into some of these comments here, and then I'm going to wrap it up. I think we have blown Disney up out of the water. So if you wanted to know if I was excited about this, or I thought it was a fail or a win, You can make up your own mind what you thought about it. But let's see. He says, great show. Oh, thank you so much, man. Just means taking a piss. Yep. Rel's up in here.
What up, bro?
There he is. I think Rel is 5'4", if I'm not mistaken. That's what he told me last time. McLovin's also laughing over there, I'm assuming because of Dawson. Do you have any final words, man? Where can everybody find Anthony?
Yeah, you can find me any kind of social media at 2279ACS. You can find me on YouTube at the search for the ACS Universe. Yeah, that's where you'll find me.
And Dawson, where can we find you?
Well, Ryan, you can find me at YouTube on Nerdy Many Ways. That's Nimwa. It's short for never mind. And you can find Nicotina on the Nicotina Show on YouTube and on Twitter at Nicotina_show.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, he's just always promoting himself. Yeah. That's horrible. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for coming by. Again, if you're in that holiday shopping mood, please check out my Teespring and my TeePublic store. There's a lot of really cool shirts on there that I have designed that are not available in the store. You can get shirts that look similar to this. You won't be able to get those abs, but you'll definitely have something similar to that. So get on the phone and make your call. Operators are standing by. Check out the shirts that we have over there. They're really cool. Like I have the Superboy shirt. That's Booster Gold, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Kara Zor-El as the Red Lantern, Thundercats, Batman Forever, Cyborg Superman, which is what this dude's wearing right here. Look at that thing. Oh my God. That looks amazing. You look good too, but the shirt looks amazing. So, and then also, if you're in the mood for lantern stuff, we have 2 shirts for the holiday season. I got Season's Greetings, nice, which is surrounded by the orange lantern, and I also have Greed, Avarice, Glutton, which is also another orange lantern sweater. I also have the blue flash lantern, Doomsday punching through a Guardian. We got Red Lantern T-shirt in the style of the old Green Lantern comic book. Indigo Lanterns up there. We got the Starfire Lantern, which is Nicotina's Lantern Corps. We have the Batman Fear Yellow Lantern Corps, Sinestro Corps, which is a shirt I wear a lot. And then sort of a Green Lantern kind of Man of Steel-esque shirt with and then also Guy Gardner, his little shirt that he wears in the comics, and then Yellow Lantern Reverse Flash. I thought I'd throw that in there as well. So, but there's a lot more, like the Brainiac Superman shirt. Mm-hmm. There's so many different designs that I put on there. I'm sure there's one for every member of your family. Please give it a look on both TeePublic and Teespring. They both links are below in the description. And we'll catch you guys next time, man. Thank you so much for everybody that came on and left a like, left a comment, engaged with us.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it so much, and we'll see you guys on Thursday, this Thursday, 7:30 Eastern on Nerdy's channel. Isn't that? And
no. You talking about for 4 nerds?
4 nerds, right?
No, it's on Dawson.
Yeah, Nerdy.
I thought you said. I don't know why you thought you said Nicotina.
No, I didn't say nicotarded. I would have said that. So, without further ado, thank everybody who agreed with us, even if you disagreed. Have a good night.